All right, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm late to my own party, but it's better to be late than to not show up at all. We got Luca 12-7. The question you got to ask yourself is this game going to be close? Um, Milwaukee has no one to stop Luca or Reeves, and LA has no one that could stop Giannis. And Lillard could stop himself if he, you know, takes and misses a lot of outside shots. So I think this game could be close. Um, Luka's in play. It's a 5 game slate. Luka and Giannis are top spend ups. Luka is back to the guy that we knew him to be. Fire him up because in a close game he could give you 70 fantasy points. LaMelo, we got to see what's going on. I'm not even gonna waste my time with these questionable statuses because they do all types of monkey business close to the lot. If LaMelo's in, great. He's an okay play. If he's out, you're gonna fire up Ball, a little bit of Nick Smith. Is Miles in? That's the question. They might just hold these guys out because what are they playing for? And if Miles Bridges and LaMelo are out, and you game log watch, and you play Daquan Jeffries, we'll get to him in a second. Curry's an okay play. Wait, when did he take? He had off the last game, right? So Curry's back. Should be well rested. Going up against Toronto, he's an okay play. Reeves is in play at 9.1K. It's unbelievable how he went from 7,500 to 9,100. Halliburton is an okay play. Brooklyn is not the place to go, or is not the team to go up against with fantasy points. I've been paying attention, and teams going up against Brooklyn, fantasy points are lousy. Even though Indiana has a higher pace or has a high pace. Let me see something. Let me check the game total for this game. Damn, today's the 20th. 223. Not bad. Not high, but not bad. Halliburton's an okay play to me right now at the moment. If he can't go, you're going to fire up McConnell. You're going to fire up Nemhard and Siakam. Giddey. What they said early in the week was if Giddey plays on Tuesday, or if he plays on Wednesday, he's not going to play Thursday. So let me see if it says it here. You can't really go by DraftKings information, but he will likely. Wait, no, this is not updated. All right, so we got to pay attention to Giddey news because I already read they said if he plays Wednesday, he's not going to play Thursday. So let's see what's going on with Giddey. If he's in and they change their mind, he's an okay play because he played like 32 minutes. 31 minutes. Okay. So Giddey's arrived. How do you know a player's arrived? Consistency. If they're doing things back to back to back, then like PJ Washington's arrived. He arrived in the playoffs last season. Certain players, Miles Bridges, he's back to being consistent. It's just consistency. That's what separates the haves from the have-nots. So Giddey is absolutely in play if he's in. Barnes is an okay play. I still prefer Giddey. Kobe White is 8,200, kind of spicy with Giddey back. Monk is in play. You see, maybe Levine is back. Let's see what's going on with Levine. I'm not sure what the actual reason for his absence was. I know it's personal, but I'm not sure if he's gonna play on Thursday yet. So we'll see. If he's out, Monk, DeRozan, everybody gets a bump. Ellis, Monk, DeRozan. And if you hear me pause, just bear with me. I have people doing work in my house, and I broke off. I broke away just to make this video real quick. So I don't know if they're yelling for me, because I'm just trying to do two things at once. Just bear with me for this video. I'll try to make this quick. Who's this? Quickly is an okay play. Trey Jones, I think, went back to the bench. How many minutes did he get? He still got his 32 minutes. I mean, he's reliable. Keon Johnson, I don't mind Keon Johnson on this slate. Russell, I say it every video, he's not going to play more than 30 minutes, which is a crime. McBride is in play. I believe Podziemski goes back to the bench since Curry's back. Nembhard, he looks better with no Halliburton. O'Connell is priced up for no Halliburton. Nick Smith Jr. is probably going to come off the bench like last time. Ellis gets a bump if there's no Levine. Still an okay play. Everybody still gets a bump when there's a bonus. Ball, if there's no LaMelo, he's okay. The rest of these guys, with Devin Carter, if there's no Levine, let's give Devin Carter a little bit of a bump because everybody's going to get bumped up a little bit. He played 31 minutes last night. All right, so let's go to shooting guard. All right, we spoke about Reeves. We spoke about Levine. Who's this? Mikal. Mikal is in play. Connect in play. How many minutes did he play? 30? 25. Herder. How many minutes did you play, buddy? 32. So the people in Chicago that you want to play, they're still getting the 30 minutes even with Giddey back. So that's good. Because at the end of the day, when people are getting ruled out and things are happening and you have to pivot and you have to switch up your lineup in the heat of the battle, it's good to know plays, have plays in the back of your mind. That way, if you got to switch up something real quick, you know who to go to. So that's why I try to give you these little comments so you know who's decent and who's not, because sometimes shit hits the fan, especially how these slates break down, and then you don't have that much time to switch your lineup up, and then you panic. Not panic, but you got to make a decision. So at least you have some guys in your player pool that you won't mind putting in if you have no choice. That's how you got to look at it. You got to have a backup plan. Zaire is an okay play. I'm not trying to play him. He's an okay play. Good win, 4.6 if he starts. You got to pay attention to starting lineups too. So who was it? Washington. They started 2 centers yesterday. And I found it really weird because Vukcevic, he kept popping in the optimizers. He kept popping. And I'm like, yo, SAR's playing. I didn't see Holmes, but SAR's playing. But he just kept popping. And then starter lineup comes out. I'm not really thinking nothing of it. Regular starting lineup. SAR, Johnson, Poole, Champagny, and whoever the fuck else. And then I look at it again, and then they started Vukcevic instead of Champagny. Still didn't think nothing too crazy. Like, all right, Champagny's going to come off the bench, run the second unit. I don't even think my man got on the court. So you got to be careful with these starting lineups. Where are we? Spoke about Ball. Hield, I'm not interested in. Goodwin if he starts. Damn, there's a lot of yelling going on outside. I got to wrap this up. Let me see. Small forward. Butler, I'd rather get to everybody around Butler than Butler. But if you're playing multiple lineups, you could throw him in one for shits and giggles. You never know we're in a point now where you never know who's going to do what. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't hurt to have somebody in the lineup if you're playing multiple lineups. I prefer Levine, Giddey, Barnes. I think Barnes and Butler are the same. I prefer Giddey, Levine if he plays, and DeRozan over Barnes and Butler. Josh Hart, I can never get him right. But see that four field goal, that's what's bothering me. It's hard to depend on somebody that's gonna shoot 14 times one game and then 4 another. Absolutely crazy. That's why the Knicks aren't gonna win anything. There's no hierarchy. Like championship teams, everybody knows their role. If Tatum is out and Brown is out, there's no way White is shooting 4 times. You see what I'm saying? Everybody knows their role. And that's the problem with the Knicks. When you see every day it's a different player and they fluctuate, that's not a championship team. Even though Cat is better than Randall, they had a little bit of a better system when Randall was there. All right. So no Randall. All right. Brunson's going to take all the shots. Then Bridges, then OG, whatever. Then DiVincenzo, whatever it is. But they had structure. This Knicks team have no structures. That's why you keep hearing the analysts rip them like, yo, they're not gonna win anything. And if you're a Knicks fan, don't take it personal. Like, it is what it is. Maybe when Brunson gets back, they could fix it. But right now, you never know what's gonna happen in New York. Like, you got a 5-game slate today, right? All right, Cat's gonna go off. We know that. So after Cat, who's the go-to guy? Is it Mikal? Is it OG? Or is it Josh Hart? They don't even know. That's what I'm saying. Championship teams, everybody know their role. When shit hit the fan, they know what to do. That's the difference. Hart, you know what? 8K for a guy that might shoot 15 times or he might shoot 4 times. On a 5-game slate, you got to take a shot. Same thing with OG. Mikal Bridges, you got to just have your shot. You just got to have your have them all over the place. If Rui comes back, that messes up Dalton Connect a little bit, so we'll pay attention to Rui. Mathurin looks better with no Halliburton. Same thing with Neesmith, but I rather Mathurin than Neesmith because Mathurin is a dog when he wants to be. Neesmith is a puppy. Let's see what else. Laravia, we're going to pay attention to Laravia too because that also impacts Sacramento's bench. He got ruled out, so Lyles got some extra minutes. Carter, it trickles down, so we're going to pay attention to Laravia also. Okay, he's important. This Marcus Garrett came off the bench, played 24 minutes. I know we had a few steals, 27 fantasy points. We got to pay attention to all the news because everything matters. All right, before we go to power forward, if you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up the video. If you're struggling to cash, you want me to help you, check out the Patreon link in the description. Especially if you don't have time to wait for starting lineups, you don't have time to wait for news, you don't have time to do research. Even though research don't really mean shit nowadays, you really just got to pay attention to the news before a lock. I did add the MLB tier, so we have an MLB tier, MLB and NBA tier. We have all types of tiers, so just check it out, see which one fits your needs, and tap in. If not, that's cool. Let's go to power forward. I'm forgetting something, but like I said, I got people doing work outside, so I got to get back to them because they're making all types of noises and got to make sure they're not fighting with the neighbors and all that. You know how that go. Giannis 11-7 fire his ass up. Who's this? Miles 9K. If he plays, he's absolutely in play. Draymond's in play, even though he's very scary. He can take 2 shots. He's very scary, but it's a 5-game slate. If there's no Levine, let's give Keegan Murray a bump. Man's went from 28 minutes back to 24 minutes. I don't get it. With no 4 fouls, with no Curry, The season's almost over, and I still can't tell you what Kuminga's minutes are. If you're playing a few lineups, you could take a shot on Kuminga. Kuzma, I don't want to really play. Buzelis, if he starts, I think he should still get over 30 minutes. 25 minutes, 1 for 6. Yeah, if he doesn't start, I'm not playing him. Giddy's back. We got Vooch, Buzelis, Herder, White, Giddy. Yeah. All right, let's go back to power forward. Yeah, Buzelis. I'm not really high on Buzelis like that. If maybe Giddy was out, and he started, I'd be more interested in him. I'm not interested in him. All right, what else is here? I'm not really interested in Vanderbilt. All right, so Daquan Jeffries. Not everybody, but casuals are gonna look at the game log and probably just play him if there's no LaMelo. Or no, if there's no LaMelo and no Bridges, he's an okay play. But I'm not playing him because he had 31 fantasy points. I'm going to play him because he's 4,400 and there's no Miles Bridges and no LaMelo. That's a lot of usage off the court. This guy's not like that. So, he had a good game. He missed 4 shots. He had 2 blocks. So it's nothing to, he ain't a demon like that. So if I play him, it's not because he had 31 fantasy points. It's gonna be because there's a lot of usage to be made up for, and he's 4,400. But I still think he's cheats. All right, what else? Agbaji, if he starts, he's fine. I'm off of Mogbo. Don't really need him. You got Barnes, you got Quickly. You don't need him. He don't need to do anything. How many minutes did Patrick Williams play? That's a great question. All right. Yeah, him and Buzelis out of here. The only thing I want from Chicago is maybe Giddy, maybe Trey Jones. I'm not paying $8K for Kobe White, so I don't give 2 fucks. I'm definitely not playing because Kobe White, he ain't like that either. He might have a good game, but he's not an 8K player. All right, Cat 9-7 in play. Going to be very popular, obviously. Mark Williams 8.4. How many minutes did he play last game? 23. Oh my god. I don't know how you go from 52 fantasy points to 24. Like how? Whatever, bro. And then you was fucking crying that the Lakers didn't want you. Valanciunas 77 in play, but Lyles might eat some of his minutes, depending on how the game goes. Depending on if Chicago tries to put him in the blender with the pick and roll. Valanciunas should still get 25, 30 minutes. You know what? He should actually get all the Vooch minutes. Not all the Vooch minutes, but most of the Vooch minutes. So Valanciunas should be fine. But you never know. Vooch, what did he do last game? 30 minutes, 42 fantasy points. Welcome back, buddy. All right. So Vooch is in play. Valanciunas is in play. I'll give the edge to Vooch because of the minutes are more secure. Miles Turner. I don't know what the fuck happened to him last night. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if he got ran off the court. I can't imagine Miles Turner getting run off the court. I don't know why he only played 22 fucking minutes. I don't fucking understand. Pirtle, what's Pirtle gonna do? Play 20, 25 minutes? Right, exactly. 25 minutes. 6K for 25 minutes? I don't think I need to be doing all that. Claxton, unreliable. Brooke Lopez's cheeks when Giannis is on the court. Hayes is out here looking like Wilt Chamberlain lately. 35, 32, 18. They're going up against Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is going to drag him to the 3-point line, or Giannis is going to put him in the blender. So I don't need any Jackson Hayes on this night. If Pirtle can't go and they want to start Robinson, great. If Pirtle can't go and they want to start Castleton, then it is what it is. Robinson's still in play. Sharp if you want to be cute. Finney Smith if you want to be cute. Your NBA DFS gives me a headache. All right. I watched live before. I was listening to live before lock last night. Was it last night? And I know they were trying to plant the fucking Kevin Looney seeds in y'all ears, and I was like, damn, I hope y'all guys don't fall for it. You got to notice that. I think I listened to like one show this week. I didn't listen all of last week. I really try to stay away from listening to them unless I'm really unless it's a busy slate and there's a lot of news. Then I'll listen for the news. Like I always tell y'all that. But I also noticed that closer to the end of the show, they start planting seeds with bullshit plays. They do it. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. This is what I do. And they plant seeds for bullshit plays. One night they did it with Adam Flagler from OKC. That night that OKC benched their starters, and he tried to plant the Adam Flagler play. And I was like, damn, I hope my people don't fall for this stupid shit. But then he did it again with Looney. He was like, oh, I think Looney could be nuke of the night. You're just trying to get people to fucking yo. There's a certain place for people like that. Like, you could be a winning player and not bullshit people. You could be a winning player and have integrity. You could be a winning player and not lie to people. You could be a winning player and still do the right thing. But what can I do? I'm going to go on and get out of here. I hope y'all didn't listen to that advice and play Kevin Looney, but I'm going to go on and get out of here. I appreciate y'all taking time to watch my video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video, check out the Patreon, check out the channel memberships. And I'm going to go outside and see what all this yelling is about. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Ciao.